Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a new show that I like to call The Gathering Presents. And so, before we get into the depths of what it is that you're seeing right now, allow me to give you a little rundown on what this show's gonna be. Every little while, we're gonna be playing a short form of a tabletop game. And that is not muted. One moment. Who is that playing through? Yeah, I just heard the stream. Um, Anywho, just having a little talk with my wonderful players. Now, as I was saying, basically this show is going to be some short form versions of a bunch of different tabletop games that we made that kind of to expand the horizons of the channel a bit, show you guys everything that the tabletop RPG world has to offer, or at least all the good things. There are games that I am not going to be touching under any circumstance. Not mentioning names. But I thought for our first little foray that we might come back to a classic, something that we have actually played on the channel before. We're going to be jumping back into the Sixth World with some new members and a new campaign. I'd like to be the first to welcome everyone to Shadowrun Technogenesis. Cue, like amazing intro here, if I had one. Now, the the year is 2076. Wait, does it? I set it up as Shadowrun. What? Twitch, don't make me punch you, Twitch. That's not good, Twitch. But thank you for letting me know, Black Wolf. Apparently, Twitch was being it changed. Now it changed. Cool. I did click the update information button. Seems like it needed a little bit of a punch. I gave it what it needed. But anywho, the year is 2076. Different people have been hearing all over the news about a helicopter chasing a truck through downtown Seattle, along with the collapse of a building via rocket launcher to the to a support beam, taking out said helicopter. They never found out who did that, but it seems like everything's been a little haywire since then. Downtown is not a place you want to be, especially especially if you're someone who runs in the shadows. But now, this isn't about them, those shadow runners who dropped a building on a helicopter and had taken a package from a rather well-known corporation. No, no, no. This is about a different group of runners doing a very different thing, coming from all different walks of darkness. And I think now would be the perfect time to step into the shoes of one of them. We step into the life what is playing? Oh, that works fine. We step into the life of one. I need to get her real name up. Character. There it is. We step into the life of one who goes by the alias Black Rabbit. A human both legs. Not so much flesh, but the gleam of chrome and metal. Black Rabbit, you currently find yourself in an underground tunnel, running. Your arm, your hands, dripping with blood, as are your legs. More specifically, particular spots on your legs. You've just killed a man. And you're currently running away from your, well, now former Shadowrunning team, who want your head on a pike as you, well, you killed their payday. That's not good for business. So let us get some thoughts from you before we dive straight into the action.
My visor reads errors all across the screen. All I can hear is my breath. What little bit there is, it feels hollow and empty. Honestly, I'm elated. I couldn't care about what they think that I've done, about their money, about what this implies. No. It sends a message. They're going to be a little bit harder to find now. But all the better. I've never denied that I enjoyed the hunt. And I've killed many before, but it didn't stop this time. And I pull myself down to slow, trouncing across the dirty scrawl below me. Blade slightly ejected from my leg, scrapes and sparks flare up. As I curl my leg in, try to catch my breath against the wall. Have some distance for now. Just for now. Look at my hands. Fingers that don't feel on one. My left hand shaking, stuttering from what little nerves I have left in it flaring up. Blood all across me. My blood? No, his blood. But also mine. And I think back to that time. I can't help it. My mind revolving back to those moments, those images. the scalpels, the sinew, and my flesh being torn and parted from me. And I think about how I was able to finally do the same. This was a message.
And you remember through the pain of it all that they didn't even have the pleasure of giving you any kind of anesthesia. Hell, a shot of
No.
something would have helped.
How they wanted me to suffer. No, what I did was a justice. I made it quick and painless for him. I don't give a shit if he was a Johnson. I don't give a shit about the reputation it caused. The point is that I have a lead now. A little trail. No matter how careful they thought they were. I'm going to get my revenge for what they took.
Everything in you, even the metal, the senses in the limbs. For all of the metal that this is, your cyber mechanic, at your behest, did run networks of sensors through them. So that you may feel something, at the very least, through these limbs. So that you can still feel the pounding of the digitigrade legs upon asphalt, or in this case, concrete. You feel it. You feel the elation that maybe you might have taken just a little bit back. And just the sheer rage of it being just not enough. You need more. You must have more. They must suffer for what they did to you. They must suffer for turning you into this thing. They took that from you. And now you will take from them. You will take, you will take, you will take, take, and take until there is nothing left of them, of their operation, and of anything they dare put in your way. Your HUD lights up with a message. Unknown. Need some help, Omai?
Huh?
You would see that this is a message that scrolls across your AR visor on your contacts. Like a text message.
Yeah. Yeah, I could use some help. But I don't want it.
You would see that there's no response, but you do hear the sound of tracks. like the moving of treads coming down the tunnel. And they're getting closer, they're coming towards you.
Fuck. I start again.
You're
I continue down
beginning to run.
as fast as I can. And all my energy towards this.
And as it's only a little bit before you come across this vehicle. It's this large chunk of metal with treads. It has a rather large gun mounted on top of it. Although the gun isn't aimed at you currently, it seems to be sitting in an inactive position. And after it gets within maybe 15 feet of you, it stops. Before kind of turning on its middle, kind of rotating in place to be facing the other way. And then you hear a voice. Metallic. Certainly through a set of speakers. Definitely not through some kind of, not any physical voice. This is being transmitted remotely. Get on.
I can't recognize the intent in this. But honestly,
You could make a judge intentions if you'd like. It's going to be a high threshold, but you can make one. Judge intentions you can find on the main page under attribute roles.
Attributes. Boink.
The only thing you can tell from it is that it's non-hostile.
It's better than being torn apart by trained killers.
I hear that, Chumma. Get on.
She jumps into it like a spring.
And it speeds off down the down the tunnel. And the voice you'd see on the inside of it. This thing's about the size of a car. And a little screen pops up. And you would see an icon. You would know that this is a persona icon. This is a Matrix avatar. So then, Chumma, what'd you do to piss them off?
I reaped some due rewards.
Reaped from due rewards how?
Now Johnson's dead. He wasn't an angel in the least.
Let me guess. You killed him?
She leans up against the vehicle as it's moving, holding on with one arm placed over some sort of mechanical offshoot. Yes.
Alright, why?
Because he had something that I needed. He stole something from me, him and his ilk. I couldn't tell you what. And what about you? You here to arrest me?
Oh, nothing of the sort, chummer. No, I'm not a cop. I'm no cop. No. One moment, I just need to grab the thing for Matrix actions, because there's a Matrix action that he's going to make right now. Scroll down a little further. Okay. Right. Oh, I think I can. I think I can understand that. But no, I ain't no cop. Tell me, does this, did you see the gun on top of this thing?
She looks at it.
That's a Stoner Ares M202 heavy machine gun. Mil-spec. Highly illegal. No, I'm not, No, I'm not here to arrest you or anything like that. In fact, your skills are useful. Very useful. And you
What
would
are you
see
proposing?
that the as you say that the drone pulls up into a junction. Simple. I'm currently looking to build a running team. And you, what with the amount of cyberware you're currently rocking, would be a perfect fit. And your reputation, for killing the Johnson doesn't matter too much. Hell, depending on a job we might get, maybe it might put you up against the people that you so want to take revenge on.
You're saying you have a lead?
I'm saying one could very easily fall into my lap. Information is not something that's unknown to me. In return for the information, all I'd ask is that you join this running team. You still get a cut of the union as well, so
She thinks about it for a moment. Ah,
I would say that you don't have too long to make your decision. I'm pretty sure that your last team's hacker just got a trace on us, and whilst I can hide us, I'm going to need you to make a decision.
I'll take your offer. If only to save my hide for now.
Smart decision. And you would see that it pulls off into a very small tunnel. The drone's almost too big, but it fits without too much issue. And you would see that a wall kind of closes up behind you. leaving you in darkness as you travel down the tunnel. The only lights being the lights of the drone's optical sensors, allowing it to see. And oops, sorry. Go ahead.
She activates the night vision on her helmet.
You
Or
you activate the low light vision on your contact, yeah, on your helmet, and
I actually have night vision.
you do.
Just I do.
You do.
I see in green.
You do. It gives you the benefits of it does give you the benefits of low light vision. So you look around at it. It's a nondescript stone tunnel, although there's cabling and wiring running across it. And after a little while, you can see that the really common service lights, you know, the ones with the plastic covering and the wire cage are over the top. They're like they're like an oval shape, kind of relatively common that you might see in a service tunnel or something like that. Begin lighting up the area, and you can see that it's leading you to some kind of underground area where you might be safe. At the very least, as far as you know, you're not getting tracked anymore. You don't hear the sounds of very, very angry Shadowrunners behind you anymore.
It's relief for now.
And once you're led into this new area and the drone stops, it's relatively bare, all things considered. And there are a couple of smaller, non-drone sized paths that lead off into different places. Right. So, once we, now that you've agreed, might do you some good to have a rest. And Black Rabbit, I would like you to make me a toxin resistance test. So poison slash toxin resistance. Poison slash drug resistance.
Okay, that would be on what page? Poison.
It's on main page under same place as judge intentions and composure.
Okay.
Two successes. 13. All right. Oh wow. All right. So you hear a little puff.
Okay.
And
I can.
you smell something. Your nose picks up a scent. Almonds?
Considering I work with toxins, could I make the wild assertion to guess what it is?
What I will do on that one is I will happily allow you to make a. Let's see what you've got. Actually, I'll allow you to make a medicine check with a +3.
Medicine. Okay. Do I even have a medicine?
You do,
Oh, there it is.
and it's with a +3 modifier.
All right.
It's fine, given the amount that you know about toxins and drugs and whatnot. Distinct almond smell, and this is when some disorientation kicks in, beginning to get dizzy. You know that you have been affected by something called neurostun. It's a industry standard knockout gas. And that's when you feel your body begin to stop responding. As your eyes roll into the back of your head. And the last thing you feel is the presence of something soft. And we're going to take a little break to swap players. And we'll be back in a couple of moments. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Alright, everybody, thank you for waiting, and welcome back to The Gathering Presents Shadowrun Technogenesis. Now we move on to our second member, Jasper. A rather sneaky individual who, maybe, out of the entire group, maybe he's running for the right reasons. As if there is a right reason to go ahead and run in the shadows like they do. Jasper, you find yourself at a bar. It's been a week since that incident.
Mm-hmm.
And you couldn't help, but you can't help but remember. It was meant to be a simple job. Simple data steal. Protect the Decker. Let them steal what they needed to steal. And get
Mm-hmm.
out. The Johnson hadn't told you that you were going into a zero zone. You wouldn't have ever accepted the job if you had known. Every runner knows. You don't go into zero zones. That's just asking to die. And yet he fed you into the meat grinder. And it's almost a meat grinder. You remember the rattle of machine gun fire, the screaming of the mage, and the spirit that his death released. He had a bound spirit active. And that spirit had been set free. And so now there's a free spirit running around somewhere. Not that you know a lot about magic, but it's dangerous. You remember the Minotaur security guard, or at least what looked like a Minotaur security guard. And your Street Sam, your strongman, troll, cybered up to the nines. Could tear a jackrabbit in half. And we're not talking about the creature here, we're talking about a literal Nissan Chrysler jackrabbit, a car, a subcompact. You could tear the thing in half. And yet the Minotaur just tore through him like a hot knife through butter. And the hacker, when you got out of there, you got back to the truck, to the step van, the bulldog that you guys were using as a team vehicle, and you opened the cocoon to find him there, dead from dump shock. That wasn't all too surprising, and wasn't all that brutal, considering hackers, whilst you don't know a lot about magic, you do know a little bit more about computers and technology. And you know that dump shock is a pretty dangerous thing, and that if you're not careful, it can have these kinds of effects on you. Hell,
Mm-hmm.
through your just basic surfing of the Matrix as a regular user, not so much as a hacker, but as a regular user, you might have suffered a little bit of a bloody nose by going a little bit too hard and it rattling you around as you get forcibly dumped for whatever reason. This was kind of just the culmination of that. But the most disturbing thing wasn't that this happened, no. It's that you'd slotted a mood chip before the run, trying to calm yourself
Mm-hmm.
down, feel something else, so that you were in the right headspace. And all you could do was
Yeah.
smile. All you could do was smile at your comrade's demise. Despite what you might have felt otherwise, your brain just would not let you feel anything else. And you kicked it. You kicked it hard. It's been a rough week. But you're getting in there. Maybe not so much for yourself, but for your world that you lost.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you're having a drink. Calm everything down. It's been a week, and the world doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Rent is always due. Gear upkeep is always a thing. You always need the new yen. So maybe it'll be time that you get back out on the beat. Find a new running team. And I need to remember to see if you had a fixer. I'm pretty sure you do. That is the wrong sheet. You do. And so you'd be drinking at at your Shadowrunning bar. There are bars where
Okay.
Shadowrunners go.
Yeah, I imagine that I'm just kind of sitting.
Yeah.
Taking as I kind of fiddle with a mood chip that I still had from previous usage and such, just kind of fiddling with it as the bartender passes me my next drink. Just sitting there fairly emotionless, but shaking my head every time an image from that night returns, feeling nothing but blame that it was my fault that they're dead. I was the lookout. I was the one that was supposed to scan in and see the signs of such a well guarded area, but I was distracted again.
Hmm. And it's a little bit. You see the bartender. There's a call from over on the other side of the bar, not from a person, but from like a phone or a comlink or something like that. You're not really sure. You're not paying too much attention. And the bar, you see the barkeep go over and answer it, and he's nodding and murmuring something quietly into it. And you would see him come over to you, not so much with a drink.
I think I still push my empty glass forward, thinking he's coming back to refill it.
Yep. And you would see that he doesn't refill it. Instead, he leans over and says quietly to you, "The boss wants to see you upstairs. She's got something for you, I think."
A new job with no team.
Maybe a new team opportunity that's recruiting, I don't know. You have to go up and talk to her about it.
I stash the chip in my pocket and push myself up from the bar, taking a time to collect myself and kind of straighten everything up a little bit. And then I start walking towards the stairs,
Yeah.
going up to meet with the boss.
Yeah. And you head upstairs to the office. And you would see that there is a woman standing there. She's relatively short, especially compared to you and your elven stature. She's only a human, and even then, she's relatively short for a human. And she's like, "Jasper, come and sit."
I just not really taking too much, kind of looking around the room, trying to take as much in, not really paying much attention to her. I walk across the room, and once I kind of feel safe, take a seat next to her.
Right. So you were looking to get back into the game, yeah? I know it's been I know it's been a rough week, but gotta pay the bills, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid what's going to happen if I stay in my head for too long.
Yeah, I suppose you're not wrong in that. But no, I think I might have got. I think I might got an opportunity for you. Something that I think you might be interested in.
I'm listening.
They don't have a Johnson yet, but an OG, someone who's been in the game a long time, is looking for a new running team.
What for?
Something big. He's thinking big league. He's thinking proper big league runs.
Does he have a target in mind?
I think he's got a list. He's got a list of different things. He's just looking for the team to see if they're down, and then he'll pick a job suitable for the team from there.
Okay. Do you know anything about him personally?
Yeah. Street alias Octane. Technomancer. Probably one of the best to ever do it. He's run with some legendary running teams over the years. As I said, when I was talking big leagues, I meant big leagues. Like, finish a job like this and it'll set you up for the rest of your life.
I barely have experience running yet. Why is he interested in me?
Well, despite the losses, you did survive a zero zone. That's no small feat. You managed to escape.
I'm fast.
Fast is good. Said apparently he's got interest in you.
Where's it at?
Well, if you accept the job, he said that he would meet you. He's looking for, he's only looking to talk with successful applicants, but I think you've got what it takes to, hit the big time. Because, look, I'm gonna be real with you. We've known each other for a little while. This job is killing you, Jasper. I'm putting you up for this because it's a chance for you to get out. Have some kind of a decent life.
Kind of laughs at that. I don't know if that's in the cards anymore.
At the very least, it'll either give you the chance to have a life where you could want for very little, or die trying.
Those aren't terrible odds.
No, they're not. In fact, either way, for you, I'd call that a win.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can give this Octane my information.
Alright. I'll hook him up. You'll, go ahead and wait for a contact. Yeah, I'm sure he'll most likely give you instructions on where to go, where to meet, etc., etc., etc. And she would type on a cyber terminal she's got there. An old thing. Everyone normally uses comlinks or Dex these days, but in her office, she has decided that she wishes to continue using a cyber terminal. A thing that had been gifted to her by another running team that she manages, from Horizon's Fairlight division. They do they do the bleeding edge in Matrix tech.
Well, you'll know where to find me. And I kind of stand back up and start walking back towards the bar.
She would nod. It's like, and Jasper,
Yes?
don't let it get to you. Yeah. Personally, I'd like to see you come back.
There's not much that can get to me anymore.
She, she just nods. It's a solemn nod. Isn't that the truth? And you head back down to the bar. And you go ahead and go back down to the bar. Are you gonna have another drink at the bar, or are you just gonna head out?
How am I feeling? What kind of how am I? How many drinks have I had? Is what I'm trying to ask. How wet
You've
am
you've
I?
had a couple. You're not sloshed, but you got a nice buzz.
I'll probably go outside to smoke a little bit.
Yep. So you go outside. You go to
Get away
light up
from the noise.
Yeah. You exit the bar and go just a little ways away. There's like a little area that you can go to. And you go to light up. And you would see that there's a message that comes through on a message that comes through on your comlink. Scrolls across your contacts.
I open it.
And it says, behind you on my...
I look around to see if anyone's walking past, and then slowly turn to see what's behind me.
As you turn, I need to check. I actually need to check combat modifiers. Melee modifiers. +2. Okay. Yep. So go ahead and make me a dodge, please. Okay. Alright. So you have non-conductivity. So go ahead and add a 3. Put in a 3 in the bonus to your soak. And roll
Okay.
soak, please.
Or penetration -0.
Armor penetration is minus. Let me just get up the weapon in the book. -5. 9 successes.
Oh, I might have not pressed enter for the bonus, but
Nope, that works as it's meant to. It's fine.
okay.
So you feel a hand pressed to your face. And you feel a shock run through your body.
Okay.
And given your dodge and soak and the AP of the shock, it is going to KO you as you feel the shock take you into blackness. It's painful, maybe just for a second. Maybe in the same
Sure.
way that getting punched in the face is painful, but not in the way that you know that it'll make any lasting damage. But you feel a multitude of things happen. You feel the shock run through your limbs.
Uh-huh.
You feel everything begin to stop responding. And the
Yeah,
last
probably can't move my cybernetic arm at all.
Nope. And the last thing that you feel is the feeling of someone catching you. You don't hit the ground. And getting taken away somewhere. And I think we are going to end that little introduction there. And we will be back in a moment for the final character introduction, and then we're going to be bringing them all together. How fun! We will be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Not that one. That one.
Actually, would they be using Johnson if they're Japanese?
Yes.
Oh, that's right, because it's regional, not location based.
Yes. So, welcome back, everybody, to The Gathering Presents Shadowrun, Technogenesis, and our last runner to introduce to you, Koshokusha, or Koshoku for short.
Hey.
A poor Snohomish farmer who has been dragged into things that he really wishes he wasn't a part of. Koshoku, unlike
Hey.
the other two, you've had a much easier time of things. You haven't had, you haven't had a running team die on you or chase you down to try and kill you. No, you're by comparison, the list of your problems is a lot more mundane. You had a crop dusting plane that was stolen, and you found out through the running group that you were with, that has disbanded now, that your sister was the one who had hired Shadowrunners to take your crop dusting plane. You haven't found out why, but that's what you're here in the basement of your farmhouse to do. You know she stays down here, and you're looking to talk to her.
Yes.
To her about
Yes.
why and where you might be able to find your crop dusting plane.
Yeah, he'll scan the room as usual, to kind of get the layout, make sure it's the same, make sure she hasn't adjusted any furniture, and take his where is it? His survival knife out of one of his compartments in his jacket.
Yep. And you would enter the room that you know that she stays in to find her sitting there on a chair. A bored expression on her face. Not only is it bored, but there's also the wisps of contempt within it. And as you enter, she looks up at you. That contempt growing a little, but not saying anything otherwise.
Can I tell what she's thinking by the look in her eyes?
Go ahead and make me a judge intentions.
Okay, it's on the main page. It's under attributes. No modifiers?
No modifiers. You can tell that she doesn't want to be here, and that she feels like you're wasting her time. Yeah, this is a major
He'll
change
speak.
from how she's been the past little while.
He'll speak slowly, methodically. All right. Where is Bessie?
I don't know.
Oh. You don't know. The only thing keeping us alive, and you don't know where she is.
No, I don't know.
He's gonna call her out on that and slink closer with the knife. Oh, are you sure about that, darling?
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know where it is. I know it was here, and now it's not. Some,
Well,
rather sprightly gentlemen liberated it, if I remember correctly.
he will reflexively kind of make a fist, get ready to ball it and swing it, but at the last second, just drop it completely. Spry young gentleman, eh?
Yes, spry young gentleman.
Names. Now.
I don't have names. That's not how that works.
Aliases. Agendas. Where is Bessie?
Look. I don't know where the crop dusting plane is. I don't care the crop dusting plane is. I would like you to make me a perception test, please.
Absolutely. Where is that at? Carry left.
Perception, it'll be on our skills.
Ah, thank you. Ah, there we go. Perception.
Four. That's gonna be enough. You hear you hear the door close behind you. That is
I
enough.
grab my other knife.
As you see stepping out from the shadows in the back of the room, two rather large looking Japanese men. One of which is a troll. And from behind you, a third. One that you would recognize.
About how many meters tall is the troll?
Easily 2.5, 3 meters tall.
So we're about equal in height.
Mm-hmm. He's much wider than you, though.
That's fine. Who is it that I recognize from behind me?
You recognize the infiltrator from your last Shadowrunning group.
That fucking weasel.
That aside,
He will relax his guard, but keep his knives, both of them, at easy reach.
you haven't been keeping up with the rent. And, well, it seems like your dear sister had the smart idea of contacting us to arrange alternate payments.
If anyone bothers to look at him, they'll see fire develop in his eyes.
So, Koshokusha, was it? That's what you run by, yeah? Do we have a problem here? I think we might have a problem here.
I assume you want your new yen with interest.
Oh, no, your sister made sure that we got our payment for this month at least. But we're raising the price for your insolence. We expect an extra 50% next month.
Let me
Or,
guess. First of the month, 12 a.m. sharp.
aren't you just an astute little Oni? Because if you don't, well, we have a little message from the boss.
Mm.
That'd be just a taste. And one of them, the troll, is going to move to grapple and pin you.
As the gigantic man moves, he will look at the quote-unquote leader of the group. And what exactly does the Oyabun want?
Compliance. Without the back chat. I would like you to make me a dodge, please.
Main page.
Yep, mid page.
Defense. There we go.
Now, where is it? Skills. Plus 2 modifier for large. You can see he's gonna pick you up and slam you down. You don't. You're not gonna take any damage from this.
No.
But then your eyes tick to the other guy. And you can see
The
that.
infiltrator?
No. The other guy who was standing in the other corner opposite the troll.
Okay.
The
The other
infiltrator is currently looking you dead in the eyes. But you look over to
So
the other
what is-
mook, and you see that the other mook has a sledgehammer in his hands. Oh, you know what's coming. This is going to be very remarkably unpleasant.
He's gonna mutter under his breath. Them fucking sons of bitches gonna hobble me. Are you fucking happy, you bitch?
And she doesn't say anything. She looks upon you with that half-lidded look of. It's pretty it's this quiet, seething contempt. And the first swing comes.
You'll brace. As much as one can, you know.
You're not going to be able to dodge this one, so this is just going to be a soak.
Alright. No bonuses?
No bonuses.
AP on that?
AP -2. Yep, there we go. 3 successes. Ooh. And this will be clubs. So this is just going to be dependent on. This would just be like how much he's got a +2 for superior
Yeah.
position. This is just be how much damage he's doing on top of the regular. So 3, and with his strength and +3 modifier, so you're gonna be taking 7 stun as it slams
Okay.
into one of your legs, and you hear a crack. It's not broken, but there's definitely a fracture in there, and it hurts. And then comes the second one. Can I have another soak, please?
Same AP on that.
Yep, same AP. Yep, so that is gonna be enough that he doesn't have to swing a third time. You feel the bludgeon impact against your leg. You feel the bone crack and just this flood of pain. And as strong as you are, you can't take it anymore. The pain floods through your body, and it puts you into shock.
That would be 11 total stun damage.
Yep. And you've got 11?
Yes.
Yep. So that will KO you as you as you feel the pain flood through your body, the pain in your legs having been rather severely damaged. And your eyes roll into the back of your head, and you fall unconscious on the floor. As you're kind of
Do I have enough time to scream or no?
Not enough time to scream. He doesn't give you the chance to scream. As you are fading in the last little bits of consciousness, you do hear, "Get him out of here and out of my sight. I don't care what you have to do." Before you feel the sensation of yourself being picked up and darkness.
The
Now,
last thoughts in his mind are, you bitch, you bitch, you bitch, until nothingness.
That is amusing. Now, this would be when all of you would wake up.
Do I have a new shiny tattoo?
You do.
Mm.
The kanji for slave. At least they were nice enough, instead of giving it to you as like a brand, they were nice enough to tattoo it on you regularly.
Using the old method of poke and stick with the quill. Blood red, I assume?
In red ink, yes. But no pain. In fact, as you come to your senses, you don't feel any pain in your legs either.
I'm gonna look down to see if I still have my legs.
You do. However, you do feel yourself restrained. Your arms and legs are restrained. And Jasper and Black Rabbit, as you wake up, you would find yourself the same. Black Rabbit, your chrome has been maintained. it shines with a beautiful. Your legs shine with a beautiful light. Not a speck of blood on them. There's still a little bit of blood in your clothing, but there's not a speck of blood on anything of you that's metal.
Right. Kidnap me. And then shine and polish my limbs. That makes sense. She starts struggling to try and get out of the restraints. What exactly is it? How is she restrained?
So you're restrained to a chair, both arms and legs, by chains. Although yours look a little different. Like they're a bit tougher. Like there's been an accounting for the fact that you're cybered up.
Is there a lock on the chains that I can see?
There is not. Not that you can see,
Do I
anyway.
Do I feel something spiritual or magical from these chains? A
On
spirit, if you will.
on yours, on yours you would feel
Yes.
something suppressing your magic.
Huh? Huh?
I kind of nod towards Black Rabbit and say, "Do you mean to say you know who did this to us?"
I got a chance to have some conversation. Not anything that could constitute this, though.
Did he get a name?
Unfortunately, not. I suppose at this point, we can expect to be interrogated. Play our cards right, we can do the opposite.
And this will be when you see someone walking by, walking out of a corridor, the entrance of which sits in front of you. It's a dark room, minus the fact that there's a spotlight above you three, shining down upon you. So you can't see who it is, but you hear the footsteps. And you hear the sound
Even in
of...
low light?
even in low light. It's because of the light differential. The
Okay.
line is shining in such a way that your low light vision isn't activating. Because you see the light, and then the glare doesn't let you see any further than the light.
I'm gonna feign unconsciousness.
You hear the sound of... Well done. Well done, the three of you. And you would... Black Rabbit, this is a voice that you would recognize. I must apologize for the rough tactics, but unfortunately there's not a... I can't be too careful these days.
I would have expected you to take me to dinner first.
Oh, you're amusing. Now, let's start. Black Rabbit. And you, Black Rabbit, you swear you didn't give this guy your name.
She just glares.
How are your legs feeling? How are your arms feeling? A little better now that they're clean of blood?
I mean, provided it's my favorite accessory. And I suppose the extra weight is nice to get off.
Wonderful. Mage. I know you're awake. How are your legs doing? Yax really did a number on them.
Yeah, we can negotiate.
Oh, I'd hope so.
My obedience is key here. It's
Both.
very, very much needed. ain't it?
Both for my own agenda and for yours. And Jasper. You feeling okay? Not too twitchy after the shock you received?
Jasper doesn't say anything, but just maintains eye contact. If we can see him by now.
He is going to enter the he is gonna enter the light, although so that he is visible. And you see an elf. Glowing circuitry tattoos, maybe bio tattoos. Glowing, tattooed all across his body. His eyes covered with a visor. I'd like to welcome you through to my little abode. Because I'm here to tell you about something. I'm here to tell you about the system. We live in a society of oppression. The big man keeps the little boy down, so that the fat cats can have all the money and power that they desire with no thought for anyone else. But I suppose the three of you know that. You, Jasper, you used to work for the man. Not for a corporation, but for the man.
I worked for elves.
Yeah, Tier Ghost, right? Got dropped into the Amazonian jungle. Here it's an absolute war zone out there. How'd you like the blood mages? Fun? No fun?
So you prove to us you've done your research?
Oh, I've done my research. Most definitely. You were hard to find information on.
I've moved around.
Oh no, you have friends in high places. You have friends in very high places. I wonder what kind of favors you had to call in to get that little trick done, hmm? Don't worry though. Your secret's safe with me. Then you, Mage. Heard you've had some issues with a missing crop duster.
We would like Bessie back, if at all appropriate.
Yeah. Well, might have a lead for you on that if you're willing to play ball.
How hard would you like me to swing, Mr.
Octane.
Octane? How hard are we going to club a ball?
Well, that'll depend on what your skills are. But we can talk about that in a moment. And then he finally looks to Black Rabbit. And you. Well, you just gone pissed off the wrong people.
I seem to make a habit of it.
Yeah, you do. That's fine. Truly, it's fine. And you would see Jasper, he comes over to you first. And he has a bottle.
Keep talking.
And he raises the bottle to your lips. Drink. You must be thirsty.
Am I?
That depends. Are you?
Like, I'm asking God if I'm,
yeah,
if
no,
I'm
are
thirsty.
you? That's it. That's a you decision. It smells good. Whatever it
Can I
is.
tell how much time has passed since the alleyway? Like, shock?
No.
Okay.
You would find that with the exception of cyberware that's actually attached to you, you don't have any of your gear on you at the moment.
Gotcha. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut then.
That's alright, you're pretty sloshed anyway. How about you, Mage? You want a drink? Seems like you could need it.
What exactly is it?
Well, it's not poisonous, if that's what you're asking.
You know what? As a sign of respect, I will imbibe.
And he would come over and lift the bottle to your lips and let you begin drinking. And it's not poisonous in any means, and it tastes rather sweet. It tastes good, but it also tastes exceptionally alcoholic. And he's gonna make
Now
sure
that's
that you have
very
enough
good stuff.
to make sure that you're gonna take enough to get quite a bit
Inebriated.
inebriated. Yes.
Woo! That's some good stuff there, boy. Woo!
And how about you, Black Rabbit? You want a drink?
Bit of an odd fetish here. Didn't realize we were being employed by a feeder.
You're not.
I'll have to take a hard pass.
That's fine. Right. As I was saying about society, we live in an oppressive society, but those of us who run in the shadows, well, we're its saviors. We save people who can't save themselves. We save people from themselves. So,
Now,
here,
who's we saying?
that'll depend on you. Because I have a little test for you. If you can't do what we're about to do drunk, then there's no way in hell that you're going to do what I have planned sober.
Well, usually that's the way, boss. We's gonna do it. Woo! Good stuff.
Good.
How about you take us out of the shackles and we can drink with glasses and continue the conversation over a table?
Oh, I will in just a moment, don't you worry. But here's what we're gonna do. The three of you are going to get sloshed out of your minds. And then we're going to go and rob a PF Chang's.
And then you's gonna give me a name?
I did. Oh, you mean for your craft dotting plane? Yeah. Maybe.
He's gonna look at the other two. If you care to look back, he is exceptionally drooling over himself. He cannot hold his liquor. Or as he calls it, liquor. With two Ks.
Hardly know her.
He will look at the two of them and anyone else hungry?
What's the
How
purpose
does-
of? Why are
yeah.
you testing?
And how does robbing a PF Chang's go against society? I mean, go against the man.
It's simple. Really? Who in their right mind would eat shitty Chinese food? And he is going to unlock your shackles. Koshoku's first.
He will get up with a heavy, just
It's not enough that you like can't walk, but you're
Yeah.
but you are slurring your words a little, and you can't hold your liquor for a lick of shit. Jasper,
Yeah.
yours and you gonna make sure not to attack me?
I don't see what benefit that would give me.
And then your chains would unlock next. And finally, he goes over to Black Rabbit. I would say it's not within your best interests to attack me, so. You promise not to.
I don't plan to make a record here.
Good to know. And your chains would then unlock.
She gets up slowly, stretches out, touches her wrist, is just shooting a sharp look at Octane.
Good. Now that we've done with that, I'm going to take you all to retrieve your gear, and then we'll be wheels up in 15. I can get you drunk on the way. That's not a problem.
As likes that sweet stuffs. Yay!
Where do you find him at? Kind of outing over at the drunk one.
Alleyway. Dumped there by yaks.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that does remind me, Mage, they put a slave brand on you.
He will start feeling his skin for the telltale signs of the burn that he thinks is there. Clawing at the skin to feel it.
You don't feel any like burning or anything, but you do feel the raised skin of the pinpricks. Yeah, they spent the time to tattoo it onto you rather than just burn it.
I'm gonna trace the kanji. Do I have enough basic knowledge of Japanese to know what it reads?
Uh,
I have 0 Japanese, but it's common enough language.
Yes. Yes,
Maybe
you do.
not exactly.
Not
but
exactly. But for those who do know Japanese, which is Octane and Black
only know
Rabbit, you would
Mandarin.
Black Rabbit, you would know it. You look at as he's clawing. If you look over, you would see that yes, there is a kanji for slave tattooed onto this man's body.
Anata wa dore desu? She looks at it. She's trying to figure out, based on the style, if there would be a specific group associated.
There are a bunch who do traditional tattooing, so there wouldn't be any way to track it to any specific group. I will, however, let you make an underworld knowledge skill check, which you can find on the skills page at the bottom.
Okay.
as Black Rabbit approaches him, his look will turn from anger mixed with disgust to kind of like a appreciation of her. Nothing overt, but just
Yeah. Yeah. There are several groups who could do this. You're not sure exactly which one.
She just looks at him, completely blank faced. You wouldn't be able to tell any degree of expression from her. I'm sorry. And she turns.
what does it say? Is that special?
You're a slave. And then she starts walking forward towards
About
her.
how tall is she?
She's like 5'8" with the legs.
I convert that from meters to feet.
Yeah, so about 5'8". You would see that she would be so much taller if not for the fact that her legs are bent back, kind of like
No, joke's on you. The legs is almost the legs is what adds to her height.
Yep.
She's almost all leg here.
That's hot.
They don't quit.
There is a very distinct bend too. The knee joint, they're closer to like bird legs, or with the bent the knee joints that are bent backwards rather than forwards.
For reference, he is about 10 to 10.5 feet in height,
Yes.
closer to 11. So he will kind of look at the very short woman and just give her one of those. Well, I think I could appreciate working with you looks. Now, let us follow the nice man. Yes?
Jasper kind of winces at that statement. Kind of a little grossed out.
I will note that as far as your stun condition monitors are concerned, you're all completely healed.
Okay. So that is back to 0 on the stun track.
Yep, back to 0 on the stun track. So you see, he even took the liberty of healing you, as well.
Yes, because I said physical and stun damage.
You did. You did. You had 1 physical. Now, your gear would be in neat piles in the next room, and you would see the revving of. You would be able to hear the revving of an engine a little ways away, the large engine of a truck.
I started putting my armor back on and flash my equipment and sling the sniper rifle across my back. Putting the SMG back into my arm.
Yep.
Can I tell if my mystical artifacts have been messed with, considering he chained me with mystical chains?
They have not. They are still bonded. They are still bonded to you. You felt that bond return as soon as the chains were taken off.
Good.
and you could
He
detect
will
that they were in the
lovingly-
next room.
Okay, good. He'll lovingly strap his armor on and then kiss both of the binding objects. They're back with vengeance on their minds. Ah, that bitch will pay.
Oh, she will. All things in time, of course. As for right now, after you get your gear, you would hear Octane lead you to a truck. It's a rather large truck. And you can see that it's bespoke with all sorts of different modifications, including some armor. And you hear from a set of speakers somewhere on the truck. Get in.
Jasper kind of looks around the area, taking in any details, and takes a step into the truck.
And the truck is actually really nicely done on the inside. In fact, you've seen houses. You've seen houses done as well as this.
I take a seat on the sofa that's in the plane.
Yep, you take a seat on the sofa that's in the back of the truck, because there are sofas there.
Oh, trucks are.
It's like strap yourselves in and get ready. You guys will be
I'll strap
formulating.
myself in.
You guys will be formulating the plan to get this done. I'm simply your support on this one. And it'll be like as you guys get into the truck, if you guys do get into the truck.
I'll strap it next to the booze.
Yep.
I position myself wherever I have full view of both the front of the vehicle and back, as far as the back of the truck is.
Yep. You'll be able to do that just by sitting on one of those sofas. You'd be able to look left and see one side, look right and see the other side of the truck. The only thing you can't see is the front cab. Because this is like a semi-trailer. So the front cab is separate from the back.
Okay.
But otherwise, there doesn't seem to be anything dangerous in here. It seems to be comfortable. And it'll be at this point when the truck starts up and begins driving out that we're going to take a little break because I actually forgot to prepare a specific scene which needs to be prepared for this.
Oh no.
And it'll also give our poor players a chance to come to grips with what's happening. So we will be right back on The Gathering Presents Shadowrun Technogenesis Part 0. Disconnect, reconnect. Don't go out anywhere, everyone. We'll be right back. Alright, everybody, welcome back to The Gathering Presents Shadowrun Technogenesis Session 0 Disconnect Reconnect. I apologize, I had to deal with some personal stuff relatively quickly. But now, our... How do I put this? Our running team has formulated their plan on how they're going to rob this PF Chang's. Because it's PF Chang's, and it needs to be robbed. Fully robbed.
We don't make the rules.
Hey, as an East Coaster, I've never been to a P.F. Chang's.
Yeah, we don't make the rules, we just break them here. So,
Cool.
Octane would pull up the truck about a block away from the PF Chang's. And across the intercom in the back of the truck, he goes, "We're about a block away from the destination. What are you guys thinking on how to tackle this?"
Well, we're thinking we're going to take this as non-violent as we can. The first thing we need to understand is what's currently within the building itself. Are you able to access any of the security cameras?
Already done. And you would see on a screen sitting on the wall, you would see a multi-view pop up of all the different camera feeds in the building.
Do you also have a have a layout of the building to determine where some high-value targets are, such as a safe or the registers?
Yep, simply done. And you would see that to your comlinks on your AR AR HUDs, that a view of the floor plan of the PF Chang's pops up, showing where the sitting area is, where the registers are, which are all at the front, the buffet line, the kitchen, and yes, there is a small safe in the manager's office.
Any form of, metal detectors?
None. There's a rating 1 SIN scanner, and that's about it. Who expects to carry a gun into a PF Chang's?
Not exactly the location for it.
No.
I suppose I'm gonna learn that.
Anybody we can, perhaps put the blame on? Make it seem like it's a, hooligan? Or
Pick a
riff-raff?
pick a street gang.
Halloweeners?
Oh, pyromaniacs. All right, Black Rabbit knows their stuff. Sure, you know their signs.
They're theatrical. Flames, tagging. If we just make it seem like it.
Big
Without
old
doing
flaming jack-o'-lantern?
Do you have any spray paint and a lighter?
In the case next to you, you will find a couple of cans of spray paint. You'll find some face paint to make yourself actually look like a Halloweener, because you're gonna need that as well, and some Molotov cocktails. They're our weapon of choice.
What is the current composition of, persons in the building?
There's a mixture. No trolls, no orcs, mostly elves and humans. Dwarf family.
Family, you said.
Yes, family.
I start to apply the face paint and give myself a wicked-looking jack-o'-lantern smile. It's the first time you've seen a smile on Jasper's face, and kind of try to paint my armor a little bit to look more kind of like a Halloweener outfit.
You know that they'll hack it together or whatever, so it's just the face
The
paint.
coloring.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he'll do the same kind of, cool, do a half black, half orange. Hide as much of his purple as possible.
Yep. So most of you guys aren't gonna have an issue with this, but I would like Koshoku, could you please make me a? I'd like this to be a disguise test, please. This will be an agility disguise.
And his under skills.
Yep.
Hey. Soka. Disguise.
Do you want all of us to do it, or you want
No, just Koshoku, because he's got some very distinctive things that he needs to hide. You know, the
I
fact
see.
that he's bright purple.
Gotcha.
I think I rolled that wrong. I think I rolled that as intelligence.
Yeah, that would have rolled as intuition. Where is
Intuition.
disguise? Change that to agility. Try again.
Yes, master.
I'm gonna go ahead and help him.
All right. So teamwork.
2.
Yep, you got 2. Go ahead and make your own disguise agility disguise check, please. Black Rabbit.
All right. Where do I find disguise? It is
Physical skills.
Yeah, under physical skills.
physical skills.
Skills, active skills, physicals.
Oh, that's right.
Oh. Ooh.
Try that.
Bump.
All right, and you'll get an extra 2 successes. So that'll be 4. 4 successes.
Rabbit just walks up to him like, hold on, big guy. Let me help you.
You'll see this look is not lecherous, just more of appreciative.
And you'll get your paint on so that none of your purple is showing.
Good. Any caps or something to hide my horns?
Yes, there'd be something that you can put on to hide your horns.
Do you have a
I'll do
way? I look over at Octane, and do you have a way to disable the security cameras without triggering any sort of silent alarm?
Oh, Jasper Chummer, that's my specialty.
Perfect. I'm delighted to hear
I'd
that.
like to.
All right. If you guys are ready, then head on in.
I'm going to. Oh, are we like? Quick question, guys. Are we going in with guns drawn, or are we trying to stay discreet until we get within the building?
How about we goes in? I was gonna stand at the door, kind of take my time all a bit. Maybe this pretty young lady can get some attention, and if you can stun them, that'd be good. But I think I can just stand there and look pretty.
I hand Black Rabbit the radio detonator. Oh, I guess are we still doing that, or are we just doing fire?
Actually, both
detonator.
would work.
We need to give them a reason to stay, because otherwise they'll try flooding out.
Then I hand you the
Hostage.
radio detonator.
Is it deactivated?
Yes,
It is. It's not
it is.
armed.
It's not connected to anything.
I just thought I'd ask in case one of us is going for a little sky high visit.
I'll make sure to turn off the
Actually-
silent alarm.
Actually, Mr. Jasper, was it?
Yes.
Do you have any fake bombs? Oz has an idea.
I could try and remove any active ingredients within.
Actually, how? Any spare wire? Maybe a brick?
Yeah, you can find that. You can find that in the truck. Um, along with there is one other case that pops open.
Oh
It's
my
like
god, I know where you're gonna. Sorry, I just made the connection.
there
Sorry.
is one other thing that happens, and you see a case pop open to see a sack with a $sign on it. It's like, just remember, a heist is incomplete without one of these.
I'll grab the sack.
How about
Take
I
a
grab
look
the
at
sack since I'm going
Yeah.
for the safe?
He'll pass over the sack to Jasper.
Thanks for your
Make
sack.
it look convinced as he taps his own chest with a massive, girthy
Yep.
hand. Make it look convincing.
Absolutely. I'll start wrapping him in wire and such. You're trying to go for a suicide vest?
Convincing one at least.
Sure.
Paint one of the bricks black. Paint one of them orange. Hey, if
I
we're
do.
going for theatrics, we's going for theatrics.
No point leaving the fireworks behind.
So,
All right, I'm set.
everybody got good with the plan?
Excellent. Rabbit goes over, looks at a skull filled, a glass skull filled with vodka. Pours 3 shots. For the road.
He'll take
Jasper.
the tiny glass.
Jasper takes the remaining one and kind of nods at the new partners, new group.
He'll be holding the glass in between 2 big meaty fingers, and kind of indicates towards a toast.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Likewise.
He will clink and shoot it back.
I imagine they all do it in unison.
Yeah. All right. Whose goes it in first?
I'll make the appearance.
Give him a little show.
She
You
heads
will
on.
fall. Sorry.
She heads on her way, leading the other 2 into the P.F. Chang's. Inside the building, she waits for her other 2 compatriots to get into whatever positions they are most comfortable in. She makes eye contact with one of the employees who are behind the bar of the buffet. And immediately starts walking to the middle of the dining area. Gets up onto a table, probably a table that some people are already eating at. Holds up her Uzi. And the detonator. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't be alarmed, but you are currently being held hostage.
Jasper unfolds the Colt Cobra SMG out of its arm and starts walking towards the area where the safe was located.
If anyone moves, let me make it perfectly clear. We have explosives laced within the building. We are violent. We will shoot if you try to resist us. And if you attempt to escape, then the whole facility blows.
To accentuate her threat, Kusaku will open his jacket. And then we's all gonna go to hell.
You hear everyone panicking. And you see you can hear the tap 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 of a hand under the counter, and they're frightened that nothing is working. And you hear quietly in your earbuds, silent alarm disabled. Cameras are on a loop. I've bought you a few minutes. Go for it.
I point my SMG towards the people at the counter, indicating for them to back up.
And they do. Like you're wielding an arm with an SMG in it. Like they don't know whether that's loaded with lime ammunition or even gel rounds, but they don't want to find out, and they back up. And as you,
She's gonna go ahead and just direct everyone. Everyone, please return to your seats at this time. Unfold your wallets, place them out in the middle of the dining area.
Real slow like.
and they would begin doing that, putting out like cred sticks and jewelry and all that sort of stuff. But then there's something that you didn't particularly consider.
And what is that?
You see that there is a human man sitting there, and he looks at you guys, and you see him going into his thing to pull out his wallet, and he's gonna need to very quickly check something. Actions. Okay.
Excuse me.
He's gonna spend. He's gonna make it. Four. Instead of roll with wounds, I suppose 4. It is 3. Okay. You would see that there is a holding up of a wallet, but also the sound of a as Black Rabbit, you find that there is a gun aimed at you by this human, and he has his wallet hanging up, and it's got a badge on the inside of it. Lodestar, freeze!
You really want to start this right now?
Oh,
I will blow up this building.
He's just like,
that's a promise.
And you would see that there is a. Actually, I would like you to make a perception test for me, please, Black Rabbit.
Perception.
It's
Yes.
under
Yeah, I found it.
yeah.
All right, cool. So you hear that he doesn't say anything to you, but you can hear the mumbling of something under his breath.
Fuck. Can I say this from my distinct advantage?
It was more a matter of Specs being, of Black Rabbit being right there. You could attempt to make a perception test, but it's going to be harder because you're actually further away from him.
I will go ahead and attempt that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, let me just try to open the page. Jesus Christ. What is the modifier on that, if any?
No modifier. It's just the threshold is more difficult. You need more hits.
How about a hit?
Alright, single hit. No.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. No, nothing there. And you don't glitch. Good.
Nope.
Okay. So, yeah, you don't see anything. So he's just there. He's got the gun aimed at you. Specs. Sorry, Black Rabbit. But, he hasn't made any move to shoot. He's just got it aimed at you.
I'm gonna make a move to intimidate him. Drop the weapon, and no one dies.
Go ahead and make me an intimidation, please. And you're gonna have a +3 modifier on this.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah, bully this man.
Boink.
Yep, that's a critical glitch.
Oh shit.
So he's like, all right, yeah, okay, you win. And he puts the gun and his thing down on the table, and he raises his hands. And Black Rabbit, an acrid smell hits your nose.
Do I know what that is?
Yeah, you do. It's kind of hard to mistake. Not a lot smells like this.
Do we see like some kind of powder or mist come from the person?
Nope. You do see a wet
we
patch
smell
on his
anything?
pants, though. Yes.
Gotcha.
It's very acrid.
Oh,
Did this man just piss himself?
Yeah, you don't need a drug expertise to know what that smells like.
Yep, nope, you don't need a drug expertise to know what that smells like.
You-
Not at all.
Black Rabbit, you will hear Kosaki just. Did that idiot just piss himself?
I'm gonna start rushing back towards where the small safe is located.
Yep.
Now that I see that kind of get diffused.
Yep, and you can enter the manager's office, because the manager is out, but the office is not locked.
Perfect. What kind of lock is on the safe?
It is an... Let me see what it is very quickly.
Oh no.
It is a keypad safe.
Do I use a sequencer on that then?
Yep, you would use your sequencer on that. So go ahead and make your... this will be a logic plus locksmith.
Lock pick?
Lock picking,
locksmith?
rather. Sorry, lock picking.
It's okay.
This would be a logic lock picking with a +6 modifier.
Probably.
Perfect. Actually, I need to roll something. I need to roll double the device rating of the lock, which for this is this one. Yep, you got it.
Start putting the
Um,
contents.
So basically, you put the sequencer to the thing, and you hear it go beep 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 beep, and then you hear the safe beep as well, and the lock pops.
What's inside?
You can see that there's a gun, there's a couple of cred sticks, there's some gold. Just like literal, like not like massive ingots, but literal like the small bars of gold.
Wait, literal bullion?
Yeah, not like the big bullions, but the small ones.
Holy shit, I thought it was a rarity.
Start putting that in my sack.
Yeah, they're like the 2-3 ounce bullions. Yep, and you start loading them into the sack. And you three would then hear a communique over your comm links. Guys, we have a problem.
I'll grunt. What?
Backup. SWAT team on the way.
Fuck. Jasper, you ready?
I got the safe. Do I have time to get the registers?
You do have time to get the registers. And Octane would be popping them for you as he sees you on the camera, moving in.
Gotcha.
Because he has the original feed of the cameras. And as you're
Alright.
popping them and raking in, basically downloading all the money.
I go ahead and I start collecting all of the customers' valuables and the pistol from the FBI agent. I go ahead and take a Molotov, light it, throw it at the wall, and then I start viciously laughing. Remember, ladies and gents, can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Nice.
Let's get
As she is doing that, he is spray painting, then lighting on fire a second drawing of the jack-o'-lantern on fire.
Yep. So you are doing this.
Yes. Kind of watching the door at the same time to make sure nobody comes in or out.
You can hear the sound of sirens in the distance.
Yo,
Let's go.
Yeah, I start running.
longer
Back
chill,
on the
longer
truck.
chill, go.
Yep. You're able to gather everything out of the sack. So out of the people. And you realize that they're probably going to be storming the front, so you may want to go out the back before they lock that down too.
I go ahead and notify. Meet us in the back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
All right. Well, this was a lovely show, y'all. Thank you. Good morning. Remember, we's the Halloweeners, and we's gonna come back for more. As he starts charging toward the back.
And so you guys jump the counter and start running for the for the back. And as you pop out of the back door, you can see the SWAT vehicles beginning to arrive, including all of the HRT individuals. Oh, sorry, HTR team rather. Individuals getting out of the vehicles equipped with assault rifles and body armor.
Well, fuck. Looks like Lone Stars are coming in big time, boys.
Yeah, you can see that they've got Lone Star points, but you know that you have a way to get away. They haven't noticed you,
Okay.
so I will allow an agility sneaking from each of you.
All right.
So it's an agility test?
Yep, it's an agility sneaking. You've got it on in your skills sheet.
It's under skills. Oh, sneaking and then agility.
I'm sneaky.
I
Damn, you are.
I'm clumsy.
forgot to put that on your thing. There we go.
Remember, I am Chonk. I know sneak.
Actually, that's a thing too. I forgot to add that on there as well, so that should be like that. There we go. So that is actually enough. Your teammates are going to cover you as you manage to sneak out of there without the HTR team noticing you.
Trash
look-
can.
It looked you. There is a clattering of a trash can from Koshoku, but as one of them goes to look at you, you hear their lieutenant, their commanding officer, go, "Eyes front, grunt." They're like, "Yes, sir," and they don't manage to see you, and you manage to clean yourself up and get away before they look back again, because you do see their eyes tick back there, but you're already gone.
I'm making a beeline straight for that truck.
Same
Alright.
here.
Likewise.
And as you get back into the truck, and the truck turns around and pulls off in the direct opposite direction to the HTR team, there's a chuckle that comes across the intercom. Good work. Seems like you'll be ready. We'll take a look through the loot when we get back. And then, well, then the fun begins.
And what kind of fun do you have in store for us, Mr. Octane?
Oh, you'll find out. And I think that is where we're going to go ahead and end the roleplay portion of the session for this evening.
I was actually going to ask if I could make a judge intentions test on that, but that's fine.
Oh no, you can go ahead. If you want to make a quick judge intentions, then by all means.
Okay. 1.
All you know is that it's probably going to be absolute shit.
Great. Okay. And clear.
So, how'd you guys enjoy that for your session 0?
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I liked being dropped in the middle of it. Kind
Yeah.
of taught us how to play a little bit and start making mistakes already.
Yep.
If anybody here is a fan of Vermi Down Under, Chaos Reigns! Chaos Reigns! Chaos wins! Chaos wins! Chaos Reigns!
Yes, it does. And I
it
can't
was
wait.
great.
I can't wait to get you guys into the meat of the story that I have planned for you.
For sure.
When you told me weeks ago that our session 0 job was rob BF Chang's drunk, I was like, okay, this is gonna be either the goofiest pink mohawk shit we've ever done, or this is going black trench coat quick. And I'm glad you stayed between.
Yeah. I know how to rock the middle of the road. I find that's the best way to play Shadowrun. You get your good mixture of grimdark and lol, funny, goofy movie moments.
I
Uh-huh.
can't believe you made a man piss.
Yeah,
Yes.
you made a man piss his pants. You did. You intimidated
had
him
it
just that much.
I would have done that for you, William Dafoe. There was a firefight, but we didn't get to a firefight.
Oh no, you'll have your firefights coming in later sessions. I promise you.
Good.
I
will
promise
get
you.
I will get my conductor gun ready to conduct the orchestra.
Very much so. But I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed that, and I'm glad that
Yeah.
and for everyone out there watching, I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed that as well. Now, the way that experience and stuff in Shadowrun works is you normally don't get karma until after a run is finished. I track it per session, and then you get it after the run is finished, because it takes downtime to get stuff. However,
Mhm.
you guys did gain a whole bunch of money, and we'll
Cool.
go through that in the off time.
Cool.
Now,
All right.
I just need to do a very quick check of something.
Now, this is for player management's sake. Are we splitting it 3 or 4?
3.
Yeah, I think because he's paying us
Seems-
basically, right?
Yep, this
Octane's
is...
not taking a cut is what I meant.
No, he's not. He's not taking a cut
Okay.
because this was your test job, and basically for
Uh-huh.
doing
Okay.
this for, and what you get from this is what he's gonna pay you.
Okay.
So for everyone out there watching, I hope that you enjoyed this. This will be going up on YouTube as soon as I do my next batch of YouTube uploads. But I think to end this, I'm just gonna switch this back over to the start screen. I'm thinking to end this that I am going to go ahead and we're gonna raid someone.
Ooh. Where we going, boss?
We're gonna go say hello to a friend of ours who's doing some art right now.
Very cool.
The very wonderful macabre Derek.
Ooh.
He's been a big friend of this community, and it's time to give him back some love. And so we're gonna raid him.
I am down for that. He's a great guy.
So go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and raid him. So until next time, next week at midday Australian Eastern Standard Time, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. We'll catch you then for the next episode of The Gathering Presents Shadowrun Technogenesis. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Fuck off.
Perfect. Good night, everybody.